What's good, everyone? It's MJO23Dan back with another video. Today's video, I have the Air Jordan 1 Satin. Let's check this out. Alright, so to start off the details on the box, we have the women's Air Jordan 1 High OG. Style number is CD0461 and color code 016. It is black, white, and varsity red. This is a women's size 8 and retail price on it was $160. Alright, so opening up the box. Here's the underside of the label. There's one code right on the inside of the label. Didn't come with any extra laces, just came with black laces. And so the women's Air Jordan 1 Satin, this was a pretty popular release a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people went crazy over it. The prices for it on StockX and eBay and GOAT and all your secondary platforms, reselling platforms, were marking this up tremendously. This particular pair, though, it is not my size. I'm actually borrowing this from a friend. His name is Harry. You can check him out in the description box below if you guys want to follow him. But he was gracious enough to, meet me up and asked if I wanted to do a review on the shoe. Definitely. I definitely wanted to check these guys out in person. And it's cool that I have a platform for you guys to be able to bring this review to you. So, when we talk about satin, I think a lot of people were wondering, like, whoa, what part of the shoe is actually satin? So the back panel, the heel, and this collar portion right here where it's red, that's satin. Now, a lot of people get mixed up with what satin is. They think it's a material. Not necessarily. Satin is usually referred to as a type of weave. And there are different weave structures when we talk about satin. The most common mistake when people think about satin is the material. So while silk is primarily used with satin weaves, there are other materials such as polyester, nylon, rayon, wool, and silk as well. So basically the weave pattern in satin is warp yarns and weft yarns. So when we talk about warp, it's talking about up and down, weft, left, and right. So you'll see, like, up close with the shoe, you'll notice that it does look like it's corduroy, and I got that a lot. A lot of people on my social were asking me, like, why does the material look a lot more like corduroy than it does satin? Again, it is a type of weave structure. It is not the actual materials. So one thing about satin here is Jordan Brand wanted to incorporate something that looked luxurious. And so pairing it with a women's release, I think, was the way to go. A lot of people, a lot of men also like the appeal to satin, making it feel like the shoe is a lot more luxurious, expensive even, and I think that's why this shoe in particular went up so much. The thing about using satin, though, it is costly to use, so it's usually reserved for something like a women's shoe, something that's going to be limited. So this shoe was limited, as well as any of the other satin shoes that come out in Jordan Brand's line. A lot of those shoes are limited. So some of the pros with using satin is that it does have that luxurious feel. But some of the cons, it frays easily, it snags, it's tricky to sew, and it's also high maintenance. So when we're talking about this portion and why it was only used on the Air Jordan 1 in this primary area right here instead of all over the shoe, is that it is going to be high maintenance. So if you're going to be using this thing long term, I think you guys might look into some type of waterproofer or sealer to get this whole shoe, maybe even more particularly in this area, protected The actual upper part, the leather parts of it, they did use that. The inside of the lining here, they did use a satin as well. So it does have that premium feel to it. And I believe they used it on the insole itself as well. So it's got that nice sheen to it as it does with the lining and the back portion of the shoe. They use the blue type foam on the tongue, which shines through on the white. Typical nylon feel, it's puffy, feels good, comfort. Now the leather itself, you know, I've tried to look this over on other previous Air Jordan 1s that I've seen, and you know, I'm not a leather expert, but it's not that soft, it's not too hard, it's just fine. I think if you break this in, it'll start to soften up a little bit more, but that's the primary feel of like all the leather parts of this shoe. My favorite part of the shoe, however, is the Air Jordan Wings logo. They used a metallic Wings logo on the rear there, and I thought that was pretty interesting to use. It's a different take. It actually makes that part of the shoe pop even more. So if you're going to be using a material of this degree, I think using that was a good call. I know it was a limited release and everyone was either trying to get it to resell, flip, or to purchase for your lady. If you're a lady yourself and you know, were able to get the shoe, I hope you're rocking it. You know, there was a lot of people that were also mad about why, you know, this shoe was purchased by men. I mean, understandably, you're putting this into the marketplace for anyone to purchase, and you know, whether it be SBs and something reserved for skateboarders, and you know, basketball shoes reserved for basketball players, I think there shouldn't be any type of restriction when it comes to purchasing, you know, an Air Jordan that you want. It, you know, again, it could be a male purchasing for his lady, you know, for your cousin, for your grandma, I don't know, whatever you guys think, but I don't think that there should be any restrictions when it comes to purchasing shoes. I just think that's a cop-out. I think that's an excuse. You guys shouldn't be using that. But anyways, again, let me know what you guys think of the Air Jordan 1 Satin. Did you go for it? Did you try to honestly flip it? You let me know down in the comment section. But I hope you guys learned something about satin, because I don't think a lot of people were actually explaining what that type of structure is when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 Satin. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for your support. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.